Hello, welcome to Pilates Matwork. Today we're going to have some fun with our old friend, the ring, also known as Magic Circle. So if you don't have one of these, but you're interested in one, you can usually get them for just under $20 off of Amazon. I know at least before the great lockdown of 2020, you could find them sometimes at Walmart and Target. So they are out there. I've also saw some during the lockdown that were in excess of $50. These are not worth more than $20 ever. So never pay more for that. But we're going to use this today. If you don't have one, do what you can. It's just going to add a little extra challenge to some of our normal things that we do. You can also have a folded blanket or a knee cushion if you need that. I don't need that today, so I don't have one. My knees are in pretty good order, but just know that that's always welcome. So from here, finding a nice seat, rooting the sits bones down into your space, and maybe even just doing a little wiggle here. Ears, shoulders, and hips in alignment. Let's take that chin to the chest. Just let gravity give you that stretch. I'll also say here, this is kind of a mixed level class. So if I call out 10 sets of something, you do you. So that might be only 4 in your best form, and that's okay. And then we'll come back up and we'll take the chin and the gaze to where you're feeling on your wall knee. If you want a little bit more of a stretch right here into the throat, take your jaw forward. Makes a funny face, but you get that stretch a little bit deeper. We'll release that jaw and take the chin back down. Left ear, left shoulder. We're coming here. Now you can play here, so you can stay here, or you can start to take that chin more towards the armpit, getting different stretches back here. If you find a really good spot, feel free to stay there. You can also take it up more towards a corner. Good. And coming back to center and head back to center. Right ear, right shoulder. So again, you can stay here, shoulders are grounded, or you can play, you can take that chin more towards the armpit and coming back up towards the corner. Good. And then when you're ready, taking that chin back to center, head back to center. Keep your sternum and your chest forward. Only move the head from the neck. Go to the left and to the right. 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 Good. Big inhale and reach. Get a twist towards the left. Reach the arms long. Rolling shoulders back, looking a little bit more behind you. Expand that rib cage. Belly button is still in. And when you're ready, inhale to lift. Exhale, center. Inhale. Exhale, other side. Rolling shoulders back, looking a little bit more behind you. Breathing and expanding. And lift and coming back. I'm just going to move this a little bit here out of the way. Big inhale, exhale, get a nice side bend towards the left. Sits bones are grounded. Careful not to collapse through the shoulder here. Open that up. And then you choose where you want to take this. If this feels great, stay here. You can side bend deeper. You can choose to open up towards the ceiling, finding a different stretch there. Or belly button in, getting a little C curve roll. Forehead in the direction of the knee, not touching. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, coming back to center. Big inhale and reach. Exhale, taking that over. Again, careful not to collapse through the shoulder. Just get that nice side bend. And then you choose staying here. You can side bend deeper. You can open towards the ceiling or belly button in, finding that C curve roll, forehead in the direction of the knee, but not touching. And inhale and lengthen, and coming back up. Good. Let's take the hands to the shoulders. Elbows are gonna lift, come forward and back here. Use your abdominals to keep the chest from popping out and rounding. And we can take this into some circles in other directions. Good. And we're going to use the ring here just to kind of do a nice little stretch. So I'm going to take my hands on the inside. Good. And I'm going to press forward. I'm just going to kind of round. And I'm pressing into the ring when I do that. So I'm trying to separate the shoulder blades as I press into the ring. The ring just kind of deepens that connection a little bit. If you don't have one, take your hands, clasp the hands, and press away here. Same thing. Ring just makes it a little bit deeper. And then when you're ready, good. We're going to release. We're going to come to all fours. So coming to all fours. So knees can be under the hips or slightly wider if you've got a back issue today. Belly button is in. Spreading the fingers nice and wide, rooting through the knuckles with pinky, pointer, and thumb. Tops of the feet are down. Belly button is in. I'm pressing that floor away. Inhale. Take a cow. Exhale and around. Looking towards the thighs. Inhale. Chest forward. Pelvis tips back. Exhale. Belly button in and round. And we'll go again. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Let's come to a different version of that. We'll do a roundy version here, almost like a little flow. But from here, good. I'm going to press into my hands. I'm pressing into the shoulders. Belly button is in. I'm rounding. I'm going to sink back a little bit here, getting a little bit of a deeper low back stretch. And then starting from the back, I'm going to round, coming all the way forward, going right into cow. Pressing away, starting that rounding, belly button is in, taking it back forward. So if you've had yoga with me before, when we sometimes do that plank, down dog, rolling series, it's just like that, except you're on your knees. Good. And then we'll come back up and come back flat spine. We're going to take this to opposite arm, opposite leg. So I'm going to start by taking the left leg back first, pressing evenly into big toe and pinky toe mounds, letting that left hip drop slightly. I'm pressing the floor away. I've got a micro bend in the elbows. Belly button is in. So a nice stretch down the back of the leg. Now from here, I'm going to come forward. You can keep a small hover or take it all the way up hip height. You choose. Right arm's going to come forward. Belly button is in. Stay here, pressing away or round. Here goes 1. Exhale 2. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale 3. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale 4. Inhale, lengthen. Good. Press away. Find it, find it, find it. Find that balance and take that down. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle here. You can come back and decompress as you need to. Otherwise, we're going to take that right into the other side. So coming back in, right foot's going to come back now, pressing evenly into big toe and pinky toe mound, dropping that right hip slightly so the pelvis is more even. Belly button is in. Micro bend those elbows. And we're breathing. Expanding that rib cage. You're ready? Good. Moving forward just a little bit. Take that lift or all the way up to hip height. Hip height. Your left arm comes forward. Big inhale. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Press out of that supporting shoulder and take that down. And we'll wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. All right, from here, we're gonna come supine. So we're gonna come onto our backs. Good. Grab that ring or at least have it close. And once you come down here, just take the feet as wide as your mat or larger than or wider than body width apart if you're not practicing on mat. And just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle side to side. Belly button is in here because you're taking the spine into a little bit of rotation. Good. And then from here, we'll come all the way back in. Hips, knees, and toes are tracking. Find your safe, neutral spine. So that's going to be when most people have a little space in the low back here. Some people do not here. But my tailbone is heavy and connected. My low rib cage is heavy and connected. My pubic bone and my hip bones are in the same plane. So one side of the pelvis is not up or down. They're nice and even. And I'm zipping up from the pubic bone to behind the navel. So I've got a deep core connection here between the navel and the pubic bone. Rolling shoulders back. We'll do a few little tilts here. So I'm going to exhale. I'm going to tip back here. I'm going to posterior tilt. I'm closing any space that might be under here. So pubic bone is coming towards the face. I'm going to move through that safe neutral. I'm going to arch just a little bit, but not so much that it hurts the back. So the hip bones are moving towards the feet, your anterior tilt. And we'll come back. And forward. And back. And forward. And back. And forward. And take your safe neutral. Good. So we're going to take this into pelvic floss here. Your pubic bone is your 6 o'clock. Your belly button is your 12 o'clock. Your left hand is going to be your 3. Your right hand is going to be your 9. This is tight work. It should feel or look like to somebody that you're barely moving. So if you're doing this or something like that, you're not in control. You're not engaging deep enough into the transverse abdominals here. This is the deepest layer of the abdominals that we're trying to work. So from here, big inhale, exhale. Take it to 12. So rocking back. And 6. And 12. And 6. And 12 and pause. Take it to 3, 6, 9, 12. 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9, 12. Pause. Reverse that. Take it to 9, 6, 3, 12, 9, 6, 3, 12, 9, 6, 3, 12, 9, 6, 3, 12. Rock back and forth. Reminding you everything's connected as the head and neck move back and forth as well. We're going to take this into bridging. We're going to do a couple bridges without the ring, and then we'll add the ring. So hips, knees, and toes are tracking. Make sure the heels are not too close or too far away. Rolling the shoulders back, pressing the arms, especially the back of the arms and triceps, into the floor. Big inhale, exhale, press evenly into both feet. Lift the hips straight up to the ceiling. Press into those arms. And we'll lower that back down. Adding on with articulation from here. From your safe neutral, we're going to rock that pelvis back. Heel up, bone by bone. Pressing into the feet, pressing into the arms. Your body will let you know when you shouldn't come up any higher. And then from here, we're going to lower down bone by bone from the mid back. Through the rib cage. Through the lumbar. To the tailbone. And we'll go again. Let's do that one more time. Rolling it back, heeling it up bone by bone. Pressing arms in. And rolling down from the mid back. Through the rib cage. Through the lumbar. Through the tailbone. Good. If you need a little break here, take one. If you're going to use the ring, we're going to put our feet on the inside of the ring. So we're going to bring this ring up about the middle part of the shins and feet are going to come down. You're going to have a slight pressure in that ring now, but your hips are still in alignment. Knees and hips are still in that alignment. So I promise I'll get my words out. Rolling shoulders back, pressing into the floor, rocking back, peeling up. You're still pressing into that ring as you roll up. Hello, glutes. Hello, outer thighs. And we'll roll. And we'll go again. Inhale, exhale, rolling it back. Pressing into those arms, lifting up. And rolling. All right. Now, bend your knees. Take that ring. You're going to be on the outside now. Same place. You're just on the ring is on the inside of the legs. Good. Feet are down. And then from here, when you're ready, you're going to have a slight pressure when you even start. Knees will be a little bit wider than hips here. So from here, I'm going to rock it back. I'm going to peel it up. I'm pressing into the ring. Woo. And I'm rolling that back. And keeping that pressure rolling back, taking it back up, and rolling it back down. Let's do one more. Taking it back, rolling it up, and taking it back down. Bending the knees, releasing the ring. Wiggle, 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 side to side here. Good. We're going to take this right into the 100. So from here, you can, I'm not going to demo this one with the ring, but you're welcome to, bring legs, on the inside, on the outside, bent knees, long legs, what have you. But from here, good. I'm going to really zip up. I'm going to come into this a little bit of a different way. This is a little bit more advanced. So if you need to do tabletop knees, go ahead and go there. But from here, my arms are up. I'm going to inhale. I'm going to find my C curve. And then I'm going to engage my abs and just let my legs float a little bit here. Okay. This will not work for everybody's back. So be mindful. If you need to be more up here, then that's where you need to be. So we're reaching up, start pumping long and strong. And we inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lift up the upper body. A little higher. Keep going. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, hold. Lift the upper body higher, reach deeper to the arm, and take that down. Woo. And wiggle, 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 side to side. Taking head and neck from side to side. We're going to take this into a twist. So I'm just going to make sure that my ring is not in my way. Arms out to the side. Take those knees over to the right. Maybe look to the left. Breathe and expand. When you're ready, either one leg at a time or using your abs to bring you back into center. And we'll take that to the other side. Tighter side for sure for me today. Breathe and expand, but it feels so good. So good. And then when you're ready, one leg at a time, or using your abdominals to bring you back to center. Good. You can just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. So we're going to go into our series of 5 here. The first 2 and the last one, we will not use the ring. The third and the fourth one, we will. But we're going to do single leg stretch a little bit differently today. So we're going to take both hands right below the knee and pull in. So when we're here and the other leg is long, as you pull in this way, I want you to really reach with that opposite leg. So kind of having that oppositional pull and stretch, okay? So knees are in tabletop position to start. You're in your safe neutral spine. Belly button is in. Remember, hips do not rock side to side here. They stay anchored and grounded. Arms up. Inhale, exhale. C, curve it up. Right knee in, left leg is long. And we switch and switch and switch. And here's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring it in, bring it down. Legs up to the ceiling. Let's take a short pause here. Let's point and flex those feet. Rolling ankles in one direction. Hopefully nobody's hearing the popping action that's going on here. Sounds like Rice Krispie treats cereal. Snap, crackle, pop. And then from here, when you're ready, we're going to take this up. I'm going to C curve up. Hands are going to come behind the left leg as high or as low as you need to. Right leg's going to come on. Again, as you pull, you're going to reach. And here we go. 1, 2. Relax the shoulders. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And bring that down. Grab your ring. So the ring, for a double leg stretch, we're going to use it as incentive to reach a little deeper, reaching over. So as the knees come in on an exhale, we're going to reach, and then we're going to reach the opposition here and reach. Okay. So from here, when you're ready, inhale, exhale, come up. Good. Inhale, reach and reach. And 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Good. And bring those down. Double straight leg stretch, you have an option. You can have the legs on the outside here, which is what I'm going to do, which looks like that, or on the inside. Outside is more inner thigh. Legs on the inside is more on the outer thigh. So kind of just choose where you want to work. And I'm going to take this one into an external rotation. Hips, knees, and toes are turning. On this one, if you don't have a ring, but you want more challenge, take this into a Pilates V. And I promise you, you will get more challenge. So from here, upper body can be grounded or lifted. You choose, rolling shoulders back. Find your C curve if you're going to take it. Inhale on the lower, exhale on the lift. Inhale, exhale, belly button is in. And 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Bending in those knees, release the ring. Going into crisscross now. So again, when a knee comes in, you're really reaching with the other side. We're leading with the shoulder, so elbows are out. We're not doing this, okay? Elbows are out wide. Why? Because it facilitates more abdominal work, more oblique work, AKA your waistline. So do yourself a favor, do the work, do it correctly. And hips also stay grounded, just like in single leg stretch. Hands behind the head, knees in tabletop position. Belly button is zipped up nice and tight. Inhale, exhale. I'm going to come up and rotate towards the right and left. And 2, and 3. Really twist and reach. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And bring that down. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. All right. We're going to take this into rolling like a ball. If that's not for you, come to a seat. See if you can balance on your sit bones like a boat pose. Otherwise, I'm going to come up. I'm going to use my breath 8 times here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And come back down. Woo! All right, let's grab that ring. Let's get into some stretches. So I'm going to take my right foot in here first. I've got the right ball of the foot on the inside handle. You can have an overhand or underhand grip, or you can even grip up here, depending on where you need to be for your body. We're going to bring that into the chest. Keep a little softness in this knee. We don't want it to be hyperextended like that. We want to keep it a little soft. If you've got the flexibility, you could take the forearms in here. That will not work for a lot of people, but if you're there, you're there. Breathe through it. And then when we're ready, if we're going to release, good. So again, find the grip that you need on your ring. Both hips are going to stay grounded. We're going to take that leg out to the side. So it might be directly out. Some of you are going to come more closer to the shoulder, find what you need. And again, if you've got it and you want it, you can take that forearm under there. Oh, that's not going to work for me today. Here. The left hip is grounded here. If it's popping up, your leg is too far to the right. And coming back up. Good. Lengthen the left leg, switching your hands. We're going to arc over. You can do this with a long leg or a bend in the knee, whatever it is that you need. And you might have to wiggle around to find your sweet spot. Not everybody's is directly across. Some people need to be closer to the feet side. Some people need to be closer to the head. My shoulders are grounded though. And then when you're ready, good, we'll come back up. I'm going to release this foot from the circle. We're going to go right into leg circles from here on the side. So you can have a long left leg or a little bit of a bend in the knee. That's what I prefer. Good. Right leg's going to come up. And you've got options today. You can do parallel, toes, knees, and hips facing directly at the face, or an external rotation. Hips, knees, and toes turn out away from the body. Good. We're going to do 6 small and 6 large. So here we go. Belly button is in. Hips don't move. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and reverse. 6, 5, 4. Activate those core muscles. And 2, and 1. Take large ones. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And other side. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now that this leg is all loose, let's get into the other side. So left ball of the foot into that ring. Good. Gently hug in, keeping some softness here, finding what you need. Maybe forearms can come under, maybe not. Breathe and expand. And then from here, when you're ready, good. To release that, we're going to take that leg out to the side. Both hips stay grounded. Find the grip that you need here. It's appropriate for your body on this side in this moment. Careful not to hyperextend the knee. I just caught myself doing that. I think it feels so much better when you take these stretches in the middle of your practice versus just in the beginning or just at the end. I think it makes the circles go a lot better. And then we'll come up. Good. Right leg's going to come long. And when you're ready, find your arc over, bent knee or long leg. Find what you need. Find your little best placement here. When you're ready, we'll take that back up. We'll release. Parallel or external rotation. Here's the 6 small. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and reverse. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here's the large. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and reverse. 6. Use those abs. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bending in those knees. Reach, reach, reach. Let's take a reverse crunch here. So you can do this without the ring. And if you're going to choose this one without the ring, you will have bent knees most likely. So rolling the shoulders back, it's just a little bit of lift. And just a little bit of lift. And you're pressing those arms and hands into the mat. You want something a little bit more challenging. I'm going to take my legs on the inside of the ring. Good. Now from here, rolling shoulders back, pressing in, I'm going to go 1. And I'm pressing on the outer legs as I lift in 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Good. Come out of there. We're going to roll like a ball again 8 times. We'll come up into a seat this time. So for this one, because I know I'm going to come into a seat, I'm going to cross my ankles here. I'm going to come up. I'm going to grab my feet or my ankles, and I'm going to roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Because you come up into a balance, and have a seat. Good. All right. So coming into the ring, we're going to take this into a nice little arm series. So I've got my ring in here. My elbows are out to the side. Good. From here, belly button is zipped up and in 6 times. We're going to press 1 and slowly release. 2. Exhale 3. 4, 5, and 6. Good. From here, we're going to take this right into halo. So elbows are out to the side. And we're going to press again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we were supposed to stop at 6. Come back in here. Let's do one more. We'll be even. Good. We'll do 7 here. Coming into bicep curl. So this one, if you're not used to it, this gets into the bicep. You want to have a nice vertical line here. We never want to do this exercise here. We've got big veins, but big arteries in the neck. Your musculature in the neck also won't like it. So you want to make sure you're nice and vertical. And when you're ready, we've got 7. See if you can press to pat your head. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And other side. Again, be mindful of your placement. And when you're ready, we're nice and vertical with this ring. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Good. All right. We're going to take this in the spine stretch forward with the ring. So I'm going to sit here. My legs are about mat width apart or a little bit wider than body width apart. And I'm going to come into an anterior tilt of the pelvis here. So tailbone is going to come back, hip bones are going to come forward. This helps me have a nice tall spine just a little bit easier. So I'm going to take this here forward. I'm relaxing the shoulders. I've got a micro bend in the elbows, and I'm going, as I press in, I'm zipping up a little bit deeper into the core. So just 4 times. We've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take that ring even to the floor, parallel to the floor. We're peeling off that imaginary wall, starting from the chin, rolling. The belly button is scooping in. We're reaching, we're reaching, we're reaching. Once you've come to your fold where you can no longer fold, reach and lengthen. Reach with that ring. And then we're going to round and stack bone by bone, coming all the way up. And we'll do that again. Inhale, exhale, nodding that chin, pulling that down, scooping in that belly button. Reaching, reaching, reaching. When you can reach no more, lengthen and reach. Look at where you're going. So you're looking forward, and we'll round and stack bone by bone. Nice tall sit. Number 3, inhale, exhale, nodding, rolling that down, scooping, scooping, scooping. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Good. Lengthen and reach. Round. Stack, stack, stack. Come all the way back up. Last one. Inhale, exhale, nodding that chin. Rolling it down. Belly button is in. I'm finding my C curve here. I'm going to reach and lengthen and see some extension. And then I'm going to round and come all the way back up. Good. Shake out something if you need to. We're going to take this into a twist. So for this twist, I'm going to take my arms long, hips stay grounded. I'm going to rotate to my right and maybe press, press, center, to the left, press, press, center, right, press, press, center, left, press, press, center, right, press, press, center, left, press, press, and back to center. We're going to release this ring here. We're going to come into solve. Let's do a couple twists without that ring before we come into solve. I'm just going to scoot just a little bit out away from my wall. Good. So from here, I'm going to rotate and center and rotate and center. Here we go. Rotate, reach and round, and stacking back to center. Rotate, reach and round, stacking back to center. Rotate, reach and round, stack, back to center. Rotate, reach and round, stacking and back to center. One more time each side, and rotate, reach and round, stacking tall spine, and rotate, reach and round, stacking back to center. Good. Shake all of that out. We're going to go into some hip circles here with the ring. Actually, you know what? Let's do some roll downs and roll ups first. So again, you can always still work on that place of control. So you can have bent knees or long legs here. You can choose the ring or not. So arms can be long. If you need to hold on, then obviously you won't use the ring. But if you're going to your point of control, you're just going to roll down. You're in a C curve. Then you stop at that point where either your legs need to come up or you need to keep going down, and then you'll come back up to a 12 C. Okay. Some of you are going to take that with long legs all the way down here. You can also roll all the way down and all the way up with bent knees too. So if you've got the ring, arms are going to come over the head. What you don't want to get into the habit of doing, whether you're with or without the ring, is doing this. Okay. I used all momentum there. My core didn't work at all. This is a core exercise. You want to work those muscles. So again, I don't do a pretty one. I tend to come up and veer to the left and my legs lift a little bit, but ideally you want to come up through center and eventually legs won't lift. So big inhale, arms up, exhale. I'm reaching, and we go to the left. There's my legs coming up and coming up. I'm going to fold right forward. I'm going to go right into this one. I'm going to take that right into the next one. Keeping that C curve scoop. Coming back. Arms come back. Inhale up. exhale. Nope. And rolling back. And last one. We'll come up, inhale, exhale. And coming up and rolling over. We're going to take this into some hip circles now. So we're going to take the leg on the inside of this ring. Good. And we're going to take our hands behind. Now, you'll see a lot of people in pictures taking their fingers forward towards the feet. And if that feels good to your shoulders, your wrists, your elbows, whatnot, you can still do that. When I take my arms back here, I have to kind of turn them out just a little bit. But from here, you can do a bent knee version, which is going to look like this, or more advanced. Legs are long. 3 and 4, and belly button is in, and my spine is long. And 3 and 4, and it's harder than it looks. And bend those knees, remove that ring. Let's go into some side series here. So I've had my head over there today. Let's change sides. So I'm going to take my ring here. And I just happen to be starting on my left side first, but it doesn't really matter. We're going to do the same thing on both sides. So I'm going to take my leg in here. I don't want the ankle to be on this path. You want to be a little bit higher than that. But you can be, up here. You can be down here. Some people like this. I'm going to be down here. You choose where you need to be. My top leg's going to come on top, and I want my hips to stack. So when my hips are stacked, my feet and toes should be relatively parallel to each other. So I'm zipping up. Good. You can have a hand here for support. It's going to be harder if you've got an arm up here or here. You choose. And when you're ready, from the top hip, inner thigh, we're going to press 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1, and release. Top leg's going to come on the inside. Again, watch that ankle. Good. Now we're going to press up into that ring. It won't go very far. This is outer thigh work. So zipping up, big inhale. And here we go. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Staying here, we're going to take this into bananas. So you can, do bananas, both arms long. It's going to be more challenging. Or coming here, you choose. Reach, reach, reach. Go ahead and have them hover. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Release that ring. Going into some circles here, just 6 times. Again, hips don't move. Good. Hip height. We're going to go 1, 2. Squeeze those glutes when you take that leg back. 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and we'll reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend in those knees. Grab the ankle of this top leg here. Good. And take it back. Quad stretch. Belly button is still in. We're still protecting the low spine. And when you're ready, good. We're going to take that prone. So that means we're going to be belly down here. We're going to take swan. We're going to do swan 4 times. How high you come doesn't really matter as long as your shoulders are not creeping by the ears. So you've got that good line of connection in the upper body and your back is not crunching. So I'm going to recommend hands a little forward into the side of the shoulders. Rolling shoulders back, elbows are down to start and they're in towards the body. Tops of the feet stay grounded here, belly button in. Inhale, exhale. Swan 1, Find a little bit more length every time you lower. Exhale, 1, 2. Inhale on the down. Inhale, exhale, 1, 3. Inhale, exhale, 1, 4. And coming down. Good. Lat pulls, grab that ring. Hands are going to come up on top here. Don't press into the ring yet. Relax your shoulders. Belly button is in. Good. 6 times. We're going to do 2 sets of these today. So here's 6, 5, 4, 3. Arms stay long. 2, and 1. Good. I'm going to take that down. Arms are going to come into the side. Good. Reach and lift a little bit here. Belly button is in. Take arm circles. You're 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to the front. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that down. Second set of lat pulls. From here, good. Lengthen. Belly button is in, and we'll press 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll release that ring, coming into swimming. Palms can be down or facing each other, you choose. Belly button is in. Find a little bit of length. Lift the upper, float the upper and the lower. And here we go. So opposite arm, opposite leg. I'm squeezing the glutes as I lift here. I'm maintaining the balance on the pelvis. So you can pick this up a little bit, but you don't want to rock side to side. You want to maintain that nice stability. And we're still breathing. And we're breathing. And we're breathing. And when we're ready, here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking that down. Make your way onto the other side. So I'm just going to turn over here. Grab your ring, side series on this side. My bottom leg is going to go in here. We're going to be right up above that ankle. Find how you need to do your arm placement here. Make sure you're on your hips. So we don't want to be back here on the glutes. We want to be on the hip bones. Good. Nice parallel stack. And here we go. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. And 3, 2, 1. Lift. Leg's going to come on the inside. Watch that ankle. Good. And here we go. Pressing into the circle. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Come to your placement that you need to be for bananas here. We're going to float these legs up and we'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Coming out of the ring. Good. For some circles here. Belly button is in. And here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend in both of those knees, quad stretch, grab that ankle or shin, take that leg behind you. Just going it right into the front of the thigh here. Whenever you're ready, and we'll release. And we're going to press ourselves up to a seat. We're going to try to do some teaser prep here with the ring. So I'm going to take my legs on the inside of the ring. You can also do this on the outside. I personally think it's a little bit harder. there's probably some people out there that think what I'm doing now is harder. So it's kind of all what you think about. So similarly to what we did for hip circles, so hands and arms are going to come back here. Again, you can do knees, okay? So you can, bring in this way, or legs are long, and we'll lift one. Take it where you need to take it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, those of you that are doing that, could you go a little bit deeper? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ooh, a little bit harder. Okay, let's come to some plank work. So I'm going to come here. Knees can be down or lifted. So you really want to make sure that when you're pressing away here, you're in that protraction state of the shoulders. Okay, so we're not, here's your retraction, here's your protraction. So you're going to protraction, push that floor away. Your elbows are going to shift and come more in line with your pointer and the thumb. So when you do that, then whether your knees are down or grounded, then you've got a little bit more stability up here. I'm going to lengthen my chest a little bit more forward. My belly button is in. Good. Good. And we've got 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that down. Little child's pose. Okay. Now I'm going to give you some options on push-ups. I'm going to count 4 to 10. So if 4 really good ones is all you can do, just stop right there. You've got the options: legs lifted, like from the plank, knees grounded. You kind of coming like this. You can come to all fours here and come like this. That's another option. An option with your ring, it's a little bit more bouncy. I do it sometimes just for fun, but sometimes it can help people with form too. So you're putting the ring, the handle, right on the sternum. You want to be mindful that you're not too low. There's a little bone at the base of the sternum called the xiphoid process, and we don't want to do anything to snap that. Okay, so be mindful that you're up a little higher. So you've got this little indention here, right at the base of the neck. Kind of be about a couple, 3 fingers width apart from the edge of the ring to that spot, and then you should be in a good place. So if you're going to do this one, you come here, and you can. Okay, so you can take knees down. You can be lifted. Good. And then from here, whenever you're ready, you'll come down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Take those knees down and release. Great job, everybody. From here, come to a seat. Take your arms out to the side and find some nice rotation. Taking the arms forward, clasping the hands, pressing away. Coming back up and reach, touching hands together, bending the elbows straight back at biceps or by the ears. We'll tricep stretch there. Taking it back up, taking it out, palms face forward. Now turn them back, little bicep stretch. Big inhale and reach. Exhale, get a nice side bend to the left. Move through center, take that over to the right. And one more time, take it to the left. and take it over to the right. And back to center. Way to go. You made it through this fun with the ring Pilates Matwork class. I hope you had a great workout and a great time, and see you again soon. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye-bye.